Dude, this is like the third video I've made sitting down and having this chit chat. And I'm like really annoyed. I'm like so annoyed. I am so ugly annoyed. So the first time I was recording, I wasn't really recording. I was just blabbering. And in case you don't know this, but I record off my iPhone. And as soon as my phone locked, I was recording. I was like, why? I was like, oh no, I was blabbering for a good 5 minutes, not even to record anything. How embarrassing. And then right now I just ate a bunch of seafood boil. Oh man, I ate the corn, I ate a bunch of potatoes, sausage, and shrimp. Like, holy crap, I'm full. I ordered a lot and I shouldn't have, but you know what? It is what it is, and I don't regret any of it. But I have some good news, and I think now is a better time to record it this time because I'm not eating and talking. And honestly, when I was recording, I was just really hungry. But I have some exciting news to share with you guys. And first and foremost, this is the Healing Playlist. My name is Desi. I like to talk about my healing journey along with music. So that's kind of where I got the Healing Playlist, is healing related and me talking about music and talking about my journey. And I'm thinking about like incorporating like your guys' journey. I want to create an email where you guys send me like, I don't know, like, I guess like, you know, emails where you tell me what you're going through and what you're learning from it. And I think it would be very therapeutic, especially like for me to hear it and gain new insight on like different opinions and different people. Like, I'm interested in doing that. But for the past few months, I was looking for an opportunity because back in sometime last year, I got let go from my job and I was collecting unemployment. This past June, I ran out of unemployment and was told you're not going to get anything till next year. So as you imagine, I'm living on my own for the first time. I just rented out I just leased the studio that's soon to expire. That you know, just worried about bills, worried about freaking food, worried about being alive pretty much. And I applied to multiple jobs, got ghosted a few times, got told no a few times, and as you imagine, it really messed with my mental health. It really questioned my my worth and whether if I was a good worker or not, if it was competent. Like, these were just all these things that I was just like scared of, that if I wasn't a good individual, you know, I started to think that I was a problem. Lo and behold, I think where it really was is that I just didn't meet my people yet. And looking back, I'm so happy I didn't say yes to any offers if were presented, because there was one that was a potential offer, but I just got major red flags from it and thought, you know what, no, I don't want to go through this. And finally have met a good group of people, and I genuinely love working with them. I don't know if I would say I love them yet because it's a little too early, but I do know one of them, and one of them for sure I do love. And I was actually referred by her to this company because I worked with her before, and we ran into each other, and she just let me know like, hey, we're still looking. I would apply. Went through the interview process like anyone else, filled out an application like anybody else. And sure enough, when I went through the interview, I met my boss and some of the team, and I thought, you know what, like, I really like this group. Like, I really like this group. Yeah, like it was like, this would be a great dream come true if I got this job. Sure enough, the next day I got a phone call from the recruiter. However, I was like out and about, like driving, and I told them like, hey, let me call you back. And because I was nervous and I was driving, and I just like didn't want like anything to happen, you know. I was just really worried that something, like, you don't know, like, that's how scarred I was from like being unemployed, is that I was kind of scared that they were going to tell me no. So sure enough, that day I was volunteering, had to drive to LA, and ended up yeah, so I get to LA, they call me because at that point I already parked. I was already like at the organization where I was helping out with, and and they told me like, so what did you think about your interview? And I thought, and I said to the recruiter, like, I really loved the team. I am so excited for this opportunity. You know, I really hope things looked well on your guys' end. Like, I hope, you know, this is something that could happen. And sure enough, the feeling was mutual. The manager liked me, and sure enough, we came to an agreement for everything, and I accepted my offer. And sure enough, I want to say about 2 weeks ago was my first day. So the weekend after 4th of July, I started, and I gave them kind of like less than a week notice of me working, because like it came down to the wire where like, hey girl, you really need a job. Like, you really need to start working, because unemployment right now, like my funds were running out, like, you know, I have rent, like I have bills, so it was like, it was getting like down to the wire. So I thought, you know what, I can't really take any more of a vacation. Like, I've had my time off, like I want to go back to working. And I started like 2 weeks ago, and today was my first paycheck. And throughout me being unemployed, I really wanted to go to like a seafood boil place. And sure enough, when I got paid, I thought, you know what, the first thing I want to do is treat myself to the boiling crab. So that's where I went, and look at the damage that your girl did. Like, look at that. I had a corn, I had a bunch of shrimp, and I had some sausage and potatoes, messed it all up in a video that I don't even know if I truly recorded. Like, this has been so frustrating. Anywho, so I got some seafood boil, just messed this up, and wanted to record this update. And thank you to everyone who's been responsive in my videos and like commenting on anything that I've made. Like, this has all been a great journey, and what excites me is that this is only the beginning of my channel, because now I have an investor. My job is an investor. They're an investment, and I officially have money coming in. So now I'm able to buy what I want for this channel. I imagine where I live, like how I'm gonna set it up. There's gonna be a section dedicated to it. Like, you know, now I have the funds for like buying a camera, for buying a laptop, for buying lighting, like everything that I was, but I was hesitant because I didn't know when my next check was gonna come. So I had to budget very well and tell myself like, hey, like, I think it's best you don't buy yourself for anything yet until you get some source of income. And I played it that way, and I honestly, you guys, like, I'm very fortunate to say that I got a job in 2026, because I know it's such a hard market. You see it, you hear it, and it's just like, what the F is going on? Like, it's just crazy. And to say that I got a job within less than a year is so crazy, because I know that there are people that are going in a year, 2 years plus without having a job. And trust, I feel it. You know, the worry, the self-doubt, the questioning if this is all meant for it. And honestly, I would say for the past few months with me being unemployed, that it was all worth it. I took a bet on myself by choosing to stay in this apartment and not going back home, which would have been a comfort level choice. It would have, you know, I felt like I would have been really like okay with going back home, but I know deep down inside that I knew that that wasn't going to be the best choice for me, because I knew there was going to be opportunity for me, and I stuck it through. And I did it. I went through this difficult obstacle on my own, and yes, of course, I did have the support from my mom and from my friends and family, yes, but I think the reality is the majority of time I spent my time alone in my studio, because I really wanted to take in the energy, because I've never had my own space by myself. I've never had this so much privacy. I've never had this much freedom to wear what I want, to go wherever I want, to do whatever I want. Like, I literally get up and go whenever I please. And this has been the most like best moments in my life, is saying that I was able to go through an obstacle and I finally got a way out of it. And I know that there are many of people who are going through unemployment, and my message to you is that my heart goes to you, because I know it was such a difficult time that I had to go through all that. There were a bunch of nights where like I cried and like, you know, like to myself, to, like before bed, and like questioning life. Like it just, you know, it does get really dark. Like you question your life, you question your sanity. Like it really all played a toll on me. And I'm glad to say that I was able to find something, and it's with a good team. And moving forward, like I said before, is that I'm looking at this as an investor, that they're able to fund my lifestyle, they're able to fund my equipment, and that's honestly all I really wanted from this, is an investor type, you know. And I was able to reward myself by going to Boiling Crab, and I'm so excited that I got to eat this food, because I haven't really gone out to eat like that. Yeah, I've had like, you know, Wobble Grill and like Costco pizza, like, you know, I've still gone out, but I haven't had anything that that has been expensive, because I dropped $40 on this meal pretty much. Like it was 36, but I'm rounding it up to 40, because what the heck, that is a lot. That is a lot. But to reward myself like this is for sure, like I feel better, but at the same time it's also like a reminder that this economy is crazy, along with like I do have PTSD from my previous job, and that I still have to budget myself pretty well, like if I want to make it out here. And I have faith. It's just about where my gonna end up from here on out is kind of like nerve-wracking, because I don't have that answer. My lease is ending and I don't know where I'm gonna go. But I know should shit hit the fan, I could go back home. Along with, I am apartment hunting this weekend, which kind of bums me out, because it's like kind of the realization that I potentially might be at my current studio. And if you look at the balcony view, like it's literally everything that I've ever wished for. And like I don't want it to end, but you know, if I have to end it, then I have to end it. But I'm just super grateful that I got to try this out for a year, and it stuck it out, and was able to make all of my payments on time, and you know, be responsible. So that's one thing that I am grateful, is that I learned how to be responsible out of all of this, and just keeping optimistic and knowing that something good will come out of it. And yeah, I kind of don't know what else to say, other than, you know, this quick announcement of something that's good for my end, and along with like you guys are also going to see it, because now I'm going to have money to invest in the equipment. That's really what it is, because I do want lights. I'm using like my house lights, but I want like, you know, like ring lights, and like I want to set up, like I want to have actual setup. Like I wanted to look professional. I really wanted to look like I put in the effort, because a lot of these videos I feel like don't, like it's like if I don't put in effort, and I'm just being hard on myself, but whatever. Anywho, I'm gonna end this here, because I do want to go shopping. So I'm gonna go check out Ross, I think, or something like that, and just like call it a night after. But I just wanted to make this quick video, and I hate that I didn't. No, I'm gonna include clips of like me eating, because I'm gonna be pissed, because like I said, there was 3 different like recordings of me eating, and like me not filming. Like, oh my god, like this recording stuff is like annoying as hell, I'm not even gonna lie. especially if you don't record, like, and your mic doesn't work, and it's just like all these little like things, and it's like, dude, I need to get it together. But thank you for tuning in this channel. I'm so grateful that you came across this, and I hope you can stay around. That'd be great. But thank you all for tuning in, and I send you all love. I send you all abundance, and don't forget to shine and have faith. But I love you all, and have a good one.